currently learning how to trade, you are more than likely working a full-time job or have other commitments alongside trading. So today I wanted to talk through the ultimate guide on how to balance a full-time job or other commitments with full-time day trading. Now, I just want to clarify that this video is not going to be some tacky morning routine of me eating a healthy breakfast and working out early in the morning. You've seen that, we've done that. This video is going to be full-on productivity hacks on how to enable optimal productivity throughout your day so that you can work efficiently and effectively, and this will allow for you to be able to balance trading full-time with other commitments such as a full-time job. Why am I qualified to speak on this? I am currently a full-time day trader as well as a full-time electromechanical engineer, and I am also completing an electromechanical engineering degree alongside this. So I am doing full-time degree, full-time job, full-time day trading, and I also post daily on social media as well. So in order for me to balance everything out, I have to have some sort of routine to implement, and I'm going to talk through that today. First, I want to discuss how to make a highly motivated, highly disciplined individual and what that involves. So in order for an individual to be highly productive and effective in their work, they need to feel like everything is organized and planned out. No one who feels overwhelmed and stressed can attack their work with efficiency and productivity and stay disciplined. They end up distracted, they end up procrastinating. So that's one thing I want to know. The end goal here is to achieve an individual who comes into their day knowing exactly what they have to do, knowing exactly how to achieve that, and knowing exactly how long each task is going to take. So that is my first step. One thing I know for certain is that no one does not have time to trade. Let's check your screen time. If your screen time is more than 20 minutes of the day, you have time to trade. You are wasting time procrastinating because your brain is overwhelmed and overstimulated by these short-term dopamine releases that you're getting from TikTok, from scrolling Instagram reels. In order to eliminate this, we need a full routine planned out so that you can attack your day knowing exactly what you want to do, what you want to achieve. This routine is going to enable that for you. The way I'm going to structure this video is talk through my own personal routine, and you can obviously tailor this to your personal work timings and your personal commitments. I start off my day Monday to Friday at 5 a.m. The reason I start off so early is because, for one, I start my job early. I am lucky enough to work for a company which is happy for me to work flexibly. So I'm allowed to start my day early if I want to. So I choose to start my day at 7 a.m. and I will work 7 till 3:30 p.m. So I'm waking up at 5 a.m. to start my morning before heading off to work at 7 a.m. So what does my morning routine consist of so that I'm set up for a productive and disciplined day? I will wake up and I will check my to-do list. This to-do list I have written the night before. Why have I written it the night before? Because when I wake up in the morning, I am tired, my brain is not functioning yet. I do not want to have to think about what I have to do. I want to know exactly what I'm doing when I'm doing it. Doing this the night before stops that procrastination, which you probably feel in the morning. You feel overwhelmed, you don't even know where to start with your daily tasks, so you end up procrastinating and scrolling on TikTok. I come into my day, I know exactly what I'm doing, how long it's going to take. So I'll check my to-do list and go from there. And I want to just point out in here, I am checking my to-do list before I am checking my phone. When you first wake up in the morning, you are in something called the alpha state, which is where creative thinking and reflectiveness can come into play and can be really useful for coming up with ideas for your day, helping you reflect on what you need to work on, things like that. So this state is really great for journaling and goal setting. If you check your phone first thing when you wake up, it immediately sends you into beta state, which is alert, focused thinking. So you're not allowing your body to go through that alpha state, which is a prime state when you first wake up. On top of this, going straight onto your phone after waking up also conditions your dopamine and will affect your attention span throughout the day completely. If you compare your attention span and probably your screen time, one day where you go on your phone as soon as you wake up and the next where you leave it for 1 hour and don't check it, you will see a huge difference in both your attention span and screen time. So once waking up and checking my to-do list and doing the usual getting ready routines, getting changed, skincare, etc., I will then go on to journal. And I'm not journaling trades here, I'm not doing any sort of work, I am journaling, I am brain dumping. And I call this a brain dump because it is anything that is on my mind goes straight onto that paper. This is a judgment-free zone. I can write whatever I am thinking about, whether that I ate too much yesterday, or I didn't work out enough yesterday, or someone was bothering me yesterday, or I don't feel like I was productive enough yesterday. Whatever it is, I will write this down and it goes straight out my brain, dumped onto paper. So I'm starting my day clean and fresh. I've got everything from the previous day, the previous week off my mind, dumped onto paper, and I can leave that for the day and go into my day fresh and ready to take on the tasks that I need to do. On top of brain dumping, I also write about 5 things that I'm grateful for every day. This is a daily routine that I do not miss. Expressing gratitude is actually improve your overall mental state. Expressing gratitude and actually sitting down and taking the time to think about things you're grateful for will improve your overall mood. You should do this every single day without fail. This journaling time is also a great time to write down any goals that you have for the day, any long-term goals that you're working towards, any progress you've made that you're proud of. Just be kind to yourself in that state. Give yourself this time to reflect, make goals up for yourself, be creative, and be proud of yourself. Once I have finished journaling, I will meditate for 10 minutes. I do this every single day. I will do different meditations depending on what mood I'm in. I just let myself be totally free with it. Now, if you're not into super spiritual stuff, you might be kind of clocking out here. You're thinking, no, I'm not doing that. Please research the benefits of meditation and see how these might link into day trading themselves. Meditation can help improve your breath work and your overall control over your emotions within your body, which is obviously so important for us day traders. If you know how to control your breathing and your emotions and your mind, you know exactly how to control your psychology when you're on the charts. And at 6:45 a.m. I will head off to work for my 9 to 5 or 7 till half 3 shift. And just to know, I am heading off to work still without eating or consuming any caffeine. The only thing I consume is water, and I take my vitamins with me to work as well. Please work out a good vitamin diet for yourself. Work out where you're deficient, where you think you need more. If you're in the UK, magnesium and vitamin D are absolutely vital. They are the two biggest deficiencies in the UK. Please take them. They will help your cognitive function, your brain, your overall energy throughout the day. Find out what vitamins you need and order them. Invest in yourself, spend the money, it will be worth it. The reason why I also do a small fast in the morning is because fasting has a lot of benefits. You can research these yourself, I'm sure you've heard of it. Fasting is really good for our bodies overall, and I do not consume caffeine until after I have eaten for similar health benefits. It helps me reduce the overall anxiety and like jitteriness that caffeine brings, so I will not consume any caffeine until after I've eaten. So once my shift is over, I will come home for 3:30 and I will take some time to relax. I will maybe read or do something that is great for me. And this is something that hyperproductive people tend to miss out of their routine, and this can cause stress and an overwhelming feeling of they feel like they have too much to do. You need to make time throughout your day. If you are a productive person, you probably will not make time for yourself. This is something that you need to do for your own mental health, and it will stop you getting burnt out and overstressed. Take time for yourself. Build a slot into your daily routine where you can do something that you want to do. It's for you. It's not for work. It's not in order to make money. It's just something for you. For me, that task is either like watching a show, watching YouTube, or reading a book. But this could be anything that you're interested in. In order to aid productivity throughout my day and allow me to trade in the evenings as well, I tend to, while I'm in the office throughout the week, instead of working out straight from work, I will go on a short walk during the day just so that I have got some movement in my body. Working an office job, it is difficult. I tend to do most of my exercise on the weekends so that my weeks are fully free to focus on charts and my job. So incorporating small little habits into your day where you can is so great to enable peak productivity. So I'm doing a 30-minute walk in my lunch break, and then while I'm actually eating my lunch, I'm working. And this just means that I can get that movement in during my shift so that when I'm finished work, I can go straight home and focus on charts. So once I'm home and I've had my relaxation time, I will hop on the charts. So why do I trade New York PM session? The reason for this is because it's the only session throughout the day where I can have my full attention on the charts. And yes, a lot of you will say that New York PM session is not as volatile, doesn't have as great moves. I don't care. The session that I can focus on the most is where I will see the most success, whether it's volatile or not. If the session you can focus on the most is Asia session, that is the session you should be trading, no matter what your favorite influencer is trading, okay? The most important thing is, can you actually focus on the charts at this time? If not, you shouldn't be trading the session. Of course, I would prefer to trade New York AM session, but do I have the time to trade it at work? No. Would it stress me out if I'm trying to go to the toilet to place a trade? Yes, of course it would. I would be constantly on edge and my psychology would never be in order. That's why I trade the New York PM session. Pick the session which best fits into your routine. Fit trading around you. If you fit trading around you, it will really help you with psychology, and it will help trading feel natural within your daily routine. Don't try and force it where you genuinely can't fit it. You can't quit your job yet, you have to go to work, so make trading work for you while you're still there. Once I finish trading, I will do the inevitable journaling my trades. I hope you should all be doing this. Me personally, I take a screenshot of my trades and I will just brain dump in Notion, and then I keep track of my risk to reward, win or loss, which asset, and things like that in a spreadsheet. But the main thing and teachings for me is in that Notion brain dump, and I will read back through these before trading so that I'm prepped. these are really, really helpful for, helping you spot your weaknesses in trading and seeing where you can actually improve. The rest of my daily routine is pretty usual. I'll spend time with family, have dinner, shower, those sorts of things. But the main thing I want to highlight here is sleep. Your quality of sleep is directly proportional to your discipline and productivity the next day. And I promise you this. Let's see how productive you are on a day where you've had 4 hours of sleep and you're running on caffeine in comparison to a day where you've had a full night's sleep. And not only is it the amount of time you've spent in bed, it's also the quality of your sleep. Now, there's loads of free apps out there. I personally have an app called Sleep Plus Plus where I track the quality of my sleep on my Apple Watch. And this helps me spot patterns and things where if I eat super late, I tend to get a worse sleep score than if I eat and give myself a lot of time before falling asleep. So find a routine that works for you where you're getting good quality sleep, as this will help you be more productive and have more energy throughout the day to actually complete all of these tasks. Because waking up early, going to your full-time job and obviously being switched on the whole day and coming home and looking at charts is difficult. It really is. So you really need to have a good quality of sleep. This is the most important factor throughout this video. If you can take anything from this, it is get a good quality of sleep, get a sleep tracker, make sure you are getting a good sleep, invest in good pillows, invest in a good mattress, do your research, test different things and see how your sleep quality changes. The final thing I want to touch on in this video is how to avoid burnout with all of this going on. Obviously, throughout the week, we're working super hard. We don't have much time to relax other than that set slot that we put for ourselves. We're getting early nights so that we can get our 8 hours of sleep. We're waking up early and we're heading straight to, doing things for ourselves. So how do we avoid burnout here? Your weekends should be spent for you. Make plans with friends. Just because you're trying to learn trading doesn't mean you need to go into some winter arc and cut off all of your friends. Seeing people, communicating with people, having that relationship still there is so important for you to avoid burnout. You can rant to your friends like, oh, I've been working so hard, I feel so tired. Even just ranting relieves some stress in your body, okay? You need to keep those relationships there. Make plans for the weekend. Make the weekends exciting. This is what you're doing the work for, so that the weekends can feel exciting. And eventually it'll be, 4 days a week that you can spend relaxing. That's what we're doing trading for this freedom. So let yourself feel that freedom on the weekends. If you're just working, it feels like you're doing it for nothing. You won't see a sort of short-term goal there. You need to allow yourself to relax on the weekends. Yeah, you can do a little bit of FX replay, backtesting, studying if you want to, but you need to allow yourself to chill out so that you don't burn out. If you just work, you will hit burnout faster than you can imagine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope at least one of you found it slightly helpful. This is obviously my first YouTube video, so I am experimenting with editing, setup, lighting, etc. So I apologize if the quality is not 100%. I will be working on it. Any constructive criticism is welcome here. Please hit me with it. I won't be offended. Let me know how I can improve the videos. Leave a like and comment if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if any of these tips you found helpful. Leave any video suggestions in the comments that you want me to bring. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully see you on one of my trading live streams.